Hey guys, Morgan's Maintenance. Today's tour review is going to be a product from HVAC Guys, so field tested, HVAC Guys approved. Essentially, this is a company that makes several products for HVAC work, and it's actually a lot of times it's products that maybe you're using one from another brand. They have their own version. So in this little pamphlet here, it shows they have flow tabs, flow treat, fuse saver, so like a little popper. I think I also saw a short pro tool as well. Well, I decided I was going to go ahead and give their Coil Cannon a try because recently I used to use the new Calgon version, but that was actually at my other workplace. They bought that, so I left it there. I needed one. I was going to go buy the new Calgon, but I looked it up and it was $110. But while I was searching for that, I ended up finding this one for $65, and it had really good reviews, so I thought I'd give it a go. So I'm going to share it with you guys in case you've been in the market for one as well. Very similar because I have used the new Calgon, and now I've used this one. I'm going to show it to you in use. The house that I did use it on, it didn't have great water pressure, but this still did a very good job. So essentially, you're going to pour your chemicals in here. That's the biggest advantage to me. I don't have to do any mixing of this. I just pour this straight into here. As long as you're using a coil cleaner that is not HF or a hydrofluoric acid coil cleaner, that's the only thing it recommends that you don't use in here. So I use the New Bright condenser coil cleaner, the old blue. What I put in here, and then essentially you're going to set your dial for your ratio. You've got 3 to 1, 4 to 1, 6 to 1, 9 to 1, and 10 to 1. You come up here, there is a, no kind of mixing right there. So you really have 6 settings: E, D, C. That sets your ratio. It mixes it by itself. And then if you got some left over, you can just pour it right back into your bottle. You want to make sure you clean this after every use. So you're going to get the bottle itself. The mixing part up here, it does come with a quick connect, just like the new Calgon. And then this sprayer right here, you're just going to pull back, slide that on, hook this up to your water hose. They give you 2 different tips. They give you the foaming action tip. All you do is press this in. That's going to go right in there. Or they also give you a fan style tip as well. I don't use this on that job, but I do show it to you as far as just spraying water out, kind of the pattern that it gives you. So you can put that on there for a fan spray as well. So they do give you 2 different tips, and you can hook this up to your water hose, and they also provide you with a disconnect in case you've got a water hose that is a quick disconnect. You can put this in here and then take your water hose with you so you don't have to thread it on every time. So that's what you get in the box. Again, it's basically a $45 savings over the new Calgon version. I think that's why it's a win, but let me go ahead and show it to you in use, and then you can decide for yourself if this might be something that you need. Testing the water to make sure it's turned on, and then now I'm going to open my container to pour my coil cleaner in. And again, you can use whatever coil cleaner you want to use. I'm using New Bright, as long as it's not a HF cleaner. That was the only thing I read not recommended. And this is by far the nicest thing about this system, is that I'm pouring it straight in. It's going to dilute it itself. So like before, if I might have mixed it, put it in a pump sprayer, whatever I had left over was already diluted. So I couldn't really just leave it in the sprayer. It would mess up the sprayer. So whatever's left, you can pour right back into the bottle. Here I'm setting my ratio. I think I set it to 6 to 1. That's what New Bright recommended for medium soil. I'm going to go ahead and go around the outside and spray, just so that you'll be able to see that foaming action a little bit better once it foams up. So I start out going around the outside of the coil, and then I've also got my fan already unhooked and flipped over so that I can get to the inside of the coil. So that's what I'm doing now. You can start to see all that foam kind of starting up at the foam cannon. Going back around, I had just a little bit of coil cleaner left in the thing, so I decided I'd just go ahead and keep spraying until I ran out. But you can see it foams up pretty good. Now I'm just spraying out, and then I'm going to rinse it while that coil cleaner is doing its work. That's always a good time. You do need to clean this after every use. So I'm going to go ahead and spray some water in there, fill it up as if that's my chemical, and then set the ratio to the max. And then I'll just keep spraying the water hose for a few minutes until it gets cleaned out. You can see the foam a little bit more over there. So again, it depends on whatever your chemical is you use. You just got to go by the instructions. I think the New Bright says 5 to 10 minutes. So again, I'm just cleaning this while that foam is doing its work. You can also lock that trigger, which is actually what I did a little bit later, and just let that keep spraying for a little while. And again, the water pressure at this house was not great, but it still mixed the chemical thoroughly, did a good job foaming. I do put in the fan tip right here just to give you an idea of what that would do. And again, I don't know what it would do if you had greater water pressure. I don't see myself probably ever using that, but just to show it to you. Now I unhook the container from the spray nozzle, and then I'm going to just get to where now I'm going to start cleaning out the coil, starting from the inside, again washing all that dirt out. But there you go, guys. Apparently I missed the money shot of cleaning out that coil. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was so hot that my camera overheated, but right where I just stopped it at, that's where my footage cut off at. But HVAC guys, as far as the Coil Cannon, again, I've used the new Calgon. I've used this one now. I don't feel like one was any better or worse than the other, yet this comes in at $45 cheaper. So that is the route that I would go personally. But again, if you want to buy the new Calgon or something else, I'm perfectly fine with that too. I'm just sharing this with you in case this is something you were looking into. So drop it in the comments below if you've used this one, if you've had pretty good luck with it. Also, maybe if you used any of the other HVAC Guy products like the Short Pro Tool, Little Popper, those kinds of things. Drop that in the comments below what your experience has been. And also maybe if you've got another version of a Coil Cannon that you absolutely love that you use on HVAC systems, drop that in the comments below as well, so people can go down there, look at those, look those up, and then make the best decision for themselves, which one's the right one for them. But as always, I hope this video was helpful in some way, helps you make the right decision. You guys stay safe, have a blessed day. I'll see you on the next video.